Right, let's see how that turns out. So, Jello, good evening, welcome back. We were going to do something else, but something has gone completely gaga. So I've now had to change it. So what's going on here then? No, wrong one, that one. Go on, start again. Alright, let's see if I can get that to work again. There we go. Yeah, he's working. Alright, so yes, good evening and welcome back. We are doing, unfortunately, but it is fortunately, we are having to change at short notice. We are now doing the Titanic issue 3. This has had quite a big stir up and loads of problems, issues and things like that. Titanic issue. Let's sort that out. So yeah, there's been quite a lot of issues and lots of complaints and things like that I've seen and heard, and yeah, it's just a complete nightmare. I've actually had to repair 8 of them so far. I'll explain more when I come to it, but I've actually repaired 8. So let's see if I can do it quietly tonight. Let's go like this for the chat. So yeah, come say hi in the chat and we'll get things going. And I know Wera will be around, so she can stick some stuff out for us and that, and make sure everything's working fine. So if I can get the links out, yeah, looks like I have. So yeah, come say hi Spoon, and I know that you're here. And obviously when you, I might actually get you to say something at the end so you see if you had been here for the whole time. So yeah, so while we are waiting, very quickly, if you haven't yet, come join us on the Discord where you can have a chat with us, look at all the channels and things like that. We have a competition still running, I believe it is, every day recording. We obviously have different channels for different things. We also have our Facebook, so come join us on Facebook and have a chat with us there. There's a link to the Fiverr store where we'll be probably doing an opening soon. I think I've got something coming, so I can do an opening and then I can go over the Fiverr store with us. We have the Instagram, so come join us on Instagram, find the photos, click on the photos, and there's links to all the videos. If you're watching this back later on, why don't you head over to the Twitch and watch us live over on Twitch? You're very much appreciated, and take part in the competition that we have going of 200. As soon as we hit 200, and there we go, there'll be a wheel pop up. We'll spin the wheel, find out who the lucky winner is, and we'll send out some goodies to them. Obviously it is set for a time limit, so if you don't respond within time limit, then it gets respun. If you haven't yet, come join us on the Twitter, because obviously if you hit that retweet when we go live, you'll certainly definitely have your name shout out live on here from your Twitter account. If you haven't yet, join the main channel, which is the family friendly YouTube channel, which is the first link. And on there currently we are doing a Lego Dimensions, Lego Star Wars 2, and we still haven't found a seed yet for the Minecraft to play. And if you haven't yet, come join the adult YouTube channel where we play adult content games, and this will be out on the channel. We also had the baby, or no, the child, which is also known as Baby Yoda. We are doing the Eddie Stobart build, which is also from Hachette. I think I'm missing something off there. Hey, that's fine, we'll sort it out. Yeah, we're doing the Eddie Stobart build. Obviously we're doing the Titanic, and I'm also assisting Wabbit with her Doll's House at the Disney Doll's House. So we'll get things kicking off. So hi Wabbit, hiding up there between the Jello and the Lynx. Hi there Roy, how you doing? Hi there Claire, how you doing? Anyone else would like to say hello? You're more than welcome. Alright, so I've got a few little bits here. I'm going to show you a few little hints and tips and tricks I did with the Stobart, and I won't I'll go into some detail, but not full details. But while we are waiting, let's go ahead and bring up Twitter. I think, yeah, I'm getting close to that time limit. So once we do that, we'll bring Twitter up. Come on, where's my tweet? There it is. Alright, so this last chance to hit that retweet and get yourself shouted out live. Alright. Oh, we have a new one in the list, I see. So in first we have Roy. In second we have Webbit. And in third we have Claire. Thank you very much, you three, for being top 3 retweeters. We also have Steve. Welcome. I'll probably hit the follow button on the Friday when we do Follow Fridays. So yes, hello Steve. Welcome to the Twitter shoutouts. So hopefully we'll see more of you on there. So yeah. Oh, okay, I can see a little bit there. So yeah, thank you very much. If you do retweet afterwards, thank you very much. But sadly you've missed out. And Webbit, how can't you get first place? You're sitting right next to me. You should have the tweet first. Because yeah, I don't know. You need to sort something out there, Webbit. You might have to bribe him to hold back by a couple of seconds. Yeah. Right, okay. Right. So we're gonna head back to the stream. Let's get that up. Oh, come on. Yes, it's working. Oh, right. Okay. All right. Normally I'll just open the packets up in front of you, but obviously I've got to explain a few things when we go into it. So, in 3, 2, 1. And in we go. Yay. Right, like I said, normally I open the packets and then dive into it, but obviously with this one, with the issue 3, we have the engine parts and we have some electronics. We've got the smoker and we also have the test unit. I've repaired 2 of these little smokers, where the actual solder joint was actually connected between the positive and negative, and with the test unit there has been a few resistors damaged and some solder not in place. So obviously I've checked mine over, mine is working fine, and I'll have a little bowl up there, which I will show you hopefully the smoke. I might have to try and sort something out with lighting as well for it, but we'll crack on with this and go from there. A lot of people have had issues with the engine part, putting it together. We saw one person and they put it on a time lapse. Don't ask me what country they're from, because obviously you couldn't understand them at all, but they time lapsed it and they had a little timer going in that corner, yeah, down in that corner. They had a little time going, and it took them over 7 hours to try and get this part together, which I thought was a bit of a con really, but we'll dive into it. So there's the book. I haven't looked in the book, so it's still new to me. You might want to call me out on it, but I'm going to build it how I want to, which I think is most easiest. But yeah, we only saw someone trying to build this part, and I also like just gave up and let Webbit saw it, and she said it was it was 7 hours sank. 7 hours 20. Yeah, it was 7 hours 20 just to do that part. I gave up after 2 minutes. So anyway, let's dive in. So like I said, I've already opened it up to have a look at the electronics. So let's get rid of the card, and we'll dive into the build part. So here we go. We'll keep these and we'll use these to do some mixing if we need to. So we'll sit that there next to the Doll's House ones and the other Titanic pieces. I will get the other ones out as well at the end to go from there. So what we've got here, we've got I'm assuming on left and right. Hopefully these are numbered in some sort of way. We have some. Oh, we have a nice little wheel here. So that would probably be something which I would call a flywheel, but it would be something else on the boats. And obviously we deal with electronics in a little bit. Got to put some batteries in it. We have some screws. So is it going to be self-explanatory? I think it is. Right, so we have CM and BM screws. So there we go. I think we had AM screws last time, so I think they're going in alphabetical order. I want to say M's are for metal, so we'll soon sort that out. Go away spam. Thank you. Right, so this is obviously a crankshaft. It's die cast, so it's got a little weight to it, which isn't too bad. So there's the crankshaft. We'll come towards that near the end, I'm pretty sure of it. We have core. That's die cast as well. Which is obviously the post. Oh, right, so this is right, and it's numbered 4, 3, 2 and 1. So that goes that side for me. Okay, we'll put it down like that. So yeah, and this is lefts 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we'll go like that. We'll pop these out. So that's what I think it is. So do them ones go together? I hope they do. No. I think these ones go together. These are the little holding plates. Yeah, lost that face. And we'll take a close look at them. These two pieces. Obviously, I'll just place them together because obviously they seem to be the right size, and these ones obviously another one. I'll do constantly look at the packets and see how the things go together, and I always do my best to try and work things out in my head first. And then there's another two. This top cap has a plate on the end, so if I hold it like that, you can see there's the stopper plate. So that's obviously stop the sideward motion. We've got 4 of these. That looks like that sits on the crankshaft that end, and that side joins onto another piece. So here we've got 4 of those. We'll work out what the names are later, and we'll go through the book. And then we have these. These I would probably call as the actual pistons, because they've got like a plunger one end and a little hook the other, so they must hook onto them ones. And it's quite easy to get things through. Let's pop some of these out and have a look at these. These are, I'm assuming, the actual engine caps. Oh, and this one's got an R4, so that one is right 4. So that must be right 3. Yep. So right ones, if I put up here, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Alright. Yeah, we will double check them when we put them on, so they must tally up. And they look sort of like identical, but obviously mirrored. So we'll get them all out and go from there. And again, we'll keep hold of the pack, the moulded pack for mixing stuff. I'll just put it up there. Alright, so let's see. Which one's this? Is left, isn't it? Yeah, we'll start with the left, and I think we'll need the front one because these was left. 4, 8. It looks like they're going to get screwed on, so it'll be the BM screws because there's a lot of them. We'll see how things turn out. Alright, let's see, where's my screwdriver? Is it up here? I don't know, let's see. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, it's just this one I can see. Alright, okay, we'll head off and find out what's going on. So we'll whip them out in a minute and we'll keep them there in one piece. So we are doing this one here, which I'll find out all it is on the back. It has it imprinted. Just down there in the corner, and it says L4. Just down there in the corner, L4. So we must tie it up with this one. So L4 is there. You right there, Wabbit? Wabbit, you alright? Yeah. Alright, so let's see, is there a little groove there? So that must go down like that. Right, so that's in there. No. Oh, L4, L4. That's it there. Doesn't look like it. Oh, yes, it does. Right, there's the piston part. So, aha. There's a bit of an indent on the back here, so that must sit in there like that, and hook on this side. Yeah, there you go. So it's got a little stay pin just here, a little stay pin, and it hooks in, and then you've got a hole here for the screw. So just go ahead and grab the screw. Alright, and we'll just screw it on in. Obviously taking it back a little bit, and then in and out until it's in home. That's almost there. But you don't want to over tighten it. There you go, so that's nice and sturdy, not going anywhere. Alright, so then we'll move on to this next one. This one is just make sure, yeah, it says it just in the middle there. It says L3, so that must mean it goes on the first part, obviously. Silly spoon. Right, so we've got to find which way around it goes. I'm assuming it goes like that, and that sits in there. So yeah, same again. It's got a very small stay pin this time, and a screw hole. It doesn't really sit properly, but we'll go ahead and do it. So we'll. No, we only want one. Give us one. So I will be getting a rabbit to give us a little helping hand in a little while, because obviously when it comes to doing some testing, I need her to pass me some bits, because I do have a bowl, like I said, up there with some water in it and some tissue to help it go. Alright, so that's still quite wobbly, so we'll back it off and wind and work it in until it's nice and tight. And a little bit tighter needed. There we go, so that's in nice and tight. And it's almost got the Phillips heads the same way, so that's how it's looking so far. Yeah, half the engine, not too bad. Alright, so what's up next? We have, just make sure, yeah, L2 says it was in there. Just in that top section there. Let's see if I can get the light to shine on it. Or the monitor. Well, it's in there. So we're gonna go ahead and shove that on. I do have a member out there sending me their test kit and smoker to have a look at and check it, because they can't seem to make it work. It's like a few others that I've done. Like I said, I've repaired a few, and yeah, it was easy repairs and that, so there's nothing to worry too much about it. But if it was more than what I've got, then I would have said contact Hachette and see if they can replace the issue for you. Well, it's still a little bit loose, so we'll work it in a little bit. Here we go. Perfect. Thank you very much, spam. Go away. Alright, so yes, we've got that there. Looking quite snazzy. Alright, so this one must be, yep, L1, and I've got it upside down, so there you go. It says it just in the edge there. Look at that, in the edge there. So L1, can just about see it, and that sits on there. So yeah, it's similar as the first one. I think it's like just enough mirrored, and we'll go from there. So, Webby, have you made more coffee yet? I don't think you have. What? Why are you giving me evils for, Rabbit? Wabbit, cheer up please. Alright, let's make sure that's nice and tight. No, it's still a little bit loose. Work it in, left and right. There we go. Getting there. There we go. So there is the left 1, 2, 3 and 4. I think didn't have, yeah, it had 6 engines, so I wonder if we've got 6 of these to build and place inside our Titanic. It'd be interesting. Right, so that's half done, and looking at it, I can see where people have been going wrong. So we'll place that half there, and we'll move on to the other side, which is the right side. So it's R1, 2, 3 and 4, and same again, this one's got R1 just under the big bit of plastic in the middle there. So R1's just down there, and there it is up on the screen, and we'll place it on this one here, which is the one closest to us. So yeah, it's the same again, it's a little stay peg and that. So we'll go ahead and grab our bits and pieces. I was hoping to find the other screwdriver, but no. Yeah, we did get that little miniature one, or mini one, compared to the one that we got from Stobart, and yeah, that's in the Stobart packet. Right, that's still a little bit loose. Work it in. Here we go. Perfect. So there we go. So that's the R1. So this one, yeah, R2 is a lot bigger. It's literally imprinted just there in the top center. Let's take it up to yourselves. You can just about see it. Top there. Oh, let's, come on, where's the light gone? Yeah, you can just about see it. R2. R2. Do we have a D2 anyway? No. Right, okay. So we'll place that on. It's a little stay pin. That's not really helping. It's still quite loose. Right, so let's go ahead and grab. Just grab one. Come on. Let's separate them. There we go. And we'll get that in. Remember, left, right. Work it in until we get in nice and tight, and go from there. Right, so now that's a little bit loose. So we do have a few people viewing us, which is great. Thank you very much. Right, there we go, nice and tight. So there's number 2. So this one must be R3, which it is. Seems to be a bit of a smoother one. There we go, nice and smooth. Oh, smooth. And then obviously it's just above the hole. It's a lot smaller. So it's got the there's only one hole in it. It's a screw one, and yeah, that's where it is, just in there. Right. So we'll get that placed on. There we go. And yeah, let's separate these out a little. We'll take one. Thank you. Oh, got the tip. I'll have the head. There we go. Alright. So we'll get that in, work it in nicely. There we go. Alright. Oh. There we go. Nice and tight. There we go. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Just got one more to go, and then we've got the palaver of the 6-7 hours worth of stuff, which I think we can do it quite reasonably easy. And then tomorrow I'll be watching everyone else's, and then obviously the R4 is sitting just down there at the tip of the screwdriver. There we go. So we'll get that in place and see how that turns out. Oh, get rid of that bit of spam. Yep. Why do people try attacking with spam bots? Lucky enough, they don't turn up on the chat, which is great. But people can see it in the chat, but they can't see it on the screen, which is good. Right, let's work it in. Lefty righty, righty tighty. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, and we'll just ram it in. There we go, nice and tight. So that's the right. So we don't need that one, so we'll put that away. So this is where people have fun and games, spend about 6 hours doing it. I'm not going to be doing this until 4 o'clock in the morning. I think I'll probably be done very soon. Come on, go away spam. There we go. Alright, so we'll keep that BM screw and put that to one side. Now, if I remember rightly, like I said, these ones look like pistons, because they've got like a little plunger and they've got a hook on the bottom. So what we'll try and do, we'll see how these go together. So they go like that. We should be able to rotate them, but that one's slightly bent, so it might not work properly. But we'll what we'll do, we'll find the actual nice location to place them in, which is like that. So we've got one goes in there, one goes there, one goes in this one, and another one goes in this one. Now let's so we've got one there, one there. Are these numbered? Ah, I wonder if they're numbered. One in there and one in there. Let's have a quick look at the tips, see if they're numbered. Alright, I finished it, mate. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, wrong one. These are the ones we're looking for. They all look like they say 1. Unless that's the moulding. Must be the moulding. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so hopefully everything's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and place these in, because we can always rotate them afterwards. So we place them as far as we can in. So we've got a bit of balance there. I think I've probably got it on the wrong side. Right. Because we can always rotate them afterwards. What I will do, because I haven't got it here, I'm waiting for it to come through the post, is drop a bit of oil on it, because I reckon it's going to be running quite fast. So then that goes on there, and I've seen people spend about 6 hours doing this. I don't know how or why it takes them that long. So let's try and get that to squeeze together. So, oh, we've just popped one out. Right, let's grab that in there. Come on, in you go. I can probably see some issues because they're not all like flat. So, do we have them all in? Yeah. Right, there we go. One's clipped in. So they must clip in quite nicely in some shape. Right, so that one's not clipping in. There we go. So you can hear all them loud clanking, clicking, and that is. Oh, that one's not in properly. There you go. They are now all in. So yeah, so we've got the rods in there. Ooh. Adjust that light. So yeah, we've got the rods in there. They can move up and down freely. So now we can twist them around as and when. So we can then place these on gently. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get my finger behind and place them on. There we go. And then we can just rotate around, and I'm just going to drop it down afterwards. So we'll place another one on. I'm going to get my thumb behind this one, slide it on. Come on, don't rotate. So yeah, I don't know how people spent 6 hours trying to put them on 6-7 hours. I will double check because obviously I've got it on the to watch later list, but yeah, they do have it on time lapse. So I think their time lapse episode was about 45 minutes, so they must have sped the time lapse up for it. Right, so we'll move on to the third one. Come on. Come on. Let's just double check something. Have we got them all going the same sort of way? So that was just gone in that way. So I'm quite particular. So that's going that way. That's going that way. Yep. So put that going on that way. Try not to bend it, so we get a thumb behind it or a finger. There we go. Come on. There we go. So we're getting there slowly. I will just double check them again afterwards to make sure we've got them all the right way. I think we have, and we'll get this last one. I'll place it in there. I will get to chat in a moment. Are they? Oh, that one's in the wrong way round. Cool. There's always got a big one. So let's try and pop that off. There we go. Popped it off gently. And let's try and rotate that back round. Come on. That's there like that. Rotate that round. There we go. Alright, so make sure that goes on there nicely. Oh, come on. Let's be having you. There we go. So they are all. Hey. Right, so as you can see, all the hooks. All the hooks are facing the same way. Hey, come on. Hey, ball. So all them hooks at the bottom are facing the same way, and all the hooks at the top have the clamp at the same way as well. So that's how it stands at the minute. And then we just got to work out the crank part. So I want to set up properly. You need to work this out. That side looks wider than this side, so I think that's the longer one. Oh, that must be shorter one then. So that one goes that side. This one must go this side then. Oh, where are you gone? No. Oh, sounds an array here. Right. Oh. Let's see if that pops on there now. That one. Oh, so that's that one on there. Yeah, 2-inch screws go through. Yeah, it looks like there's 2 screws that go through, so I'll probably find out where they are. That sits on there. There we go. And then we have the crank that sits on top of there. Hey! One side should be bigger than the other. Come on! Yeah, one side should be bigger than the other. So the crank can sit on there nicely. Give a little nudge on. So, have I got the right way around? I'll double check it. going to spin that around a minute. Yeah, people linking arms. Yeah, I know, because you are rebuilding, so yeah. Be nice to see you again online. Let's see. Well, that seems to be catching, so let's spin that round. Oh, that's it there like that. And that looks like that'll go quite well. But I'm not quite happy with that, so what we do, we'll get that locked into place with the crossbars. So we'll put these end caps on. I'll put a blank end on this one. Give it a go. Just like that. So that should... It's not going, so we'll spin that round then. And see how that turns out afterwards. Right, so let's spin it around then in our hands. And we'll get that on there. The end cap goes on nicely. Yep. There you go. So it spins freely. A lot better. Alright. These are going to annoy me now. So let's get these sorted out. Push that up. Get that across. And back down. So now we've got to really work out which way it's supposed to go. Right, so it goes on the first one. Just double check. Oh, I've got the end caps right way, haven't I? Yeah, the end cap goes that way. Why is that popped open? That's popped open. That's not right. There you go, let's get that. Come on. Stay closed. I might have to adjust that off the cam because I've got a funny feeling it's slightly obscure. Right, so let's see. Yeah, so we'll take that first one. Don't go twisting on me. So the rods, there we go. So we've got the first one on. Right, so we'll grab the second one. Make sure it's around the same way as the other one. So that's miss one on one. Come on. Come on. Right. Let's get you, there we go. Right, you ran the wrong way. There you go. Hey! It's going on and popped off. There you go. Oh, no. Do it this way. There we go. So we're on one, miss one, on one. Looks like we're going to be missing two. I'll give you a little spin. So you're facing the same way as everyone else. Yeah, so we missed two. And we'll put you on. You want to play ball? I'll play ball with you. So we'll go around the wrong way, mate. There you go. And then this last one, if he decides to pop out, here goes on the end here. Spin you round and put you on. Come on. Obviously, you don't have this sort of hassle when you're dealing with cars and commercials, because it's not easier. Because they don't bend in the middle. They sit on proper bearings. Alright, there we go. So that is now in. And lay it sideways. Give it a bit more even balance. Alright, so we want to put the end cap on. Let's see if I've got the crankshaft around the right way now. So it goes like that. No, it's not. What are you playing silly games for? Right, so that goes on there like that, that goes on there like that. Hey! Well, then again, I don't have the other end on as well. So that should spin like that. Come on, in you go, stay there. Alright, we'll get some of these screws in. And then we'll work on the other side and we'll play around with the actual engine itself. Right, here we go. Yeah, so we've got 5 there, so we've got a spare one. Ah, I thought I counted 4 coming out, but no, all 5 did. So we'll place it sideways, the crankshaft, so it's got an even split balance. Put that round the right way, so we've got the end cap to the outside. Come on. Come on, back up a little bit. There we go. There we go, and then we'll just start screwing it in. There's one going in. Alright, so we've got some more spam coming through, so it's a good job my spam filters do work. There's another one. Alright, and we'll screw that in as well. Left and right screws, that's alright. Alright, so I've got to make sure it's tight enough, but not too tight. Right, so I'll put that back in there, get that on the end there. That should be about right. Obviously you will get a double check at the end, but we know what we're doing. Right, so we have a little lump. So that little lump, as you can see, we have a lump on that one. What's going on there? Let's just reset itself. Right, let's sort this out first. Get this back. Yes. Right, we're back. Right, so which way around should we put the lump? Should we lump into it? Lump in, pop yourself back in, there we go. Lump it in. I don't know. I will double check, but it looks like it would be in, because it looks like it's got part where the bearing would spin. I'm not really keen on how they've made these caps. Right, so we'll separate these out. Grab one and we'll stick it in and see how things turn out. So a bit left and right turn on it. There we go. Not too tight to start with, because obviously you need to get the other side in, and just a little nip up, and then we'll make sure it's nice and tight, but not too tight where it starts stripping itself out. and there we go. Right, that's still got movement. There we go, so it spins nicely. And then obviously we have the flywheel, and that sits on there. It's got a little flat edge on it, so it only goes on one way on the crankshaft. Give that a little bit of support. Now is it big end? Must be small end. So yeah, one side's bigger than the other, so we'll work out which way around it goes. Small end, yeah. Aha, so maybe that's got to be spun round so it incorporates the pulley, the flywheel pulley. We'll spin that round. Use that screw again for that hole, and then we'll use that screw again for that hole. And we'll turn that round so the lump is now facing outwards. And we'll put the screws back in the same holes, because obviously they've been cut for them holes, so there's no cross threading later. So we'll just get that in place. It sounds look reasonable. Make sure it's tight but not too tight. And that side's loose. It's a little bit loose. Like I said, don't go too tight. Still loose. Cool. There we go, that's better. And then we'll put the flywheel back on. There we go. If I turn it upside down, and we'll give it a nice little spin round. There we go. And obviously that will be connected to a motor of some description. And there we go. So obviously that'll be sitting that way around. That's always got some sort of stand to sit on, and that will just spin nice and freely. So yeah, I'm not happy with this top part here. It's not going together at all. But it does look like it's supposed to have some screws in it, but there's nothing that goes all the way through. Oh, pulley's just falling off. That's alright. We'll probably put a bit of glue on it at the end, and we know we're not going to do anything else with it. But yeah, as you can see, it's got a bit of a gap up there. I'm not happy with that part, so I might have to give that a little adjustment, obviously after cam. But that's that part. So now everyone is now coming here to see the main piece of resistance. Let's place that down. Put this screw away so we don't lose it. In there, come on, in go. Thank you very much. So we've got a couple of spare screws. So now we have the piece of resistance. This is what everyone's after, the smoker. Hopefully you'll be able to see it on the camera. I've actually pinched a bulb from my friend, because we was actually using it earlier today to test someone else's. So we'll get that in the WH setting, plug socket, nice and gently. And we've got the other one, which is MOT, which is for a motor, and LED for obviously lights. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of bits here. Let me move closer to yourselves. I've been having issues with people's smokers where you've got the red one. Now let's just pull that back a little bit. As you can see, it is quite close together. You've got the red and the black. Let's see if I can. Red and black is really close together, and the solder itself was actually joint, and this one is virtually enough joint as well. So yeah, if I can point it out to you, there's the black one just there, and then literally a fraction of a millimetre or so is the positive, so literally not far at all. Let's see if I can get a bit more of a closer on it. If you can zoom in. I'll probably try and take some photos and zoom in, and there you go, positive and negative just behind it, and they're really close together. Sometimes it's been over soldered, so it just covers both of them, and obviously when you press the button nothing would happen because it short circuits and blows one of the resistors. And let's see if I can get this little rubber bit plastic seal back on. So yeah, there you go. So obviously I've had what was it? Where was it? This little resistor here. I've had that one. I've had to replace on many of them. Oh, not that one. It's we've got R1 and R2, which are these two in here. Sorry, I'm just about to see them. Yeah, just in there. R1 and R2. I've had to replace either one or both of them. I've had this side where there's been no solder on the switch, and I've had the R3 here for the LED and motor actually not working at all, and we haven't had anything to plug into it. So there might have been some duff resistors. Hopefully you actually heard me on all that. So we've got the R1 and R2 has been blown a few times, the R3 has been blown a few times, or not in worked at all because of the solder joints, and yeah, the switch had no solder on it, and what was it, there was one other thing. It was one of these didn't have solder on as well, just on one of the spots didn't have solder on, so it wasn't having a good enough connection. But here we go. What we'll do is bring my trusty multimeter out, and we'll switch around to the setting just to prove a few things to yourselves. So we'll grab these probes. Hopefully these ones will work again. If not, I'll go to the other ones. So if you can't see the screen, that's fine. We're only really after the sound. So obviously, quick test is what we're looking for. Let's see if I can get that in screen as well. So that's what we're really looking for. So obviously we are doing a quick test. Yeah, that's all working fine. But the main one is making sure that the positive and negatives are doing it. So we'll go for negative, just there, and then go for the positive. Come on. Right, now we know it sort of like works, we'll just go over to negative on this side, and oh, it seems to be making a circuit still, and it's not supposed to. So I've got a funny feeling this has got a slight overhang of things. I might have to change the tester or change a few bits around. So yeah, let's see if I can get in closer, because like I said, I've had it working, but I've obviously been having a proper close look at it. Let's make sure, because obviously I was actually using a sewing needle and my clips. Right, so yeah, ready? Right, that's just clearly on the negative. I hit positive. There you go, that's fine. Not picking up anything there. So yeah, it was obviously the tips are quite big on this. Like before, I was actually using this, a sewing needle. You might be able to just about see it. sewing needle just there, and that obviously gets a better connection than these massive probes. So yeah, we made sure it was working. Obviously we can get voltage through it as well. Make sure the volt is all there, so we'll just quickly put this one away. I was going to use my other tester, which is here, but I thought this one was a bit overkill, because obviously that can produce, what was it, 500 volts. I could just chuck through it and that would certainly probably fry the circuits, but obviously we haven't done that. It's not nice. So what I'm going to do, these are brand new batteries. Yes, they have been taped off because a friend of mine actually got done for product placement. So, and it's the same batteries. So yes, I've taped them off, got them in nicely. Everything else, and we'll just put that back on. Alright, so we'll grab the bowl, and hopefully you can have it working. So make sure you have the bigger circle, which is this one, which is negative side, down onto some really wet tissue. Hopefully you'll see it move. If not, I've got to try and bring it closer to the camera. There we go, we've got some smoke. Let's see, move it over that way a little bit, but it does dry out pretty quick. There you go, got some more smoke there. Let's see if I can spot it. Right, I'm gonna see if I can take it up. I know it does work. There you go, I can see some smoke coming out. Hopefully you can as well. Yeah, you look near my thumb, you can see it coming out. Yes. So if you see the just up here, you see some smoke come out. Might change now. That's a bit too high. Let's get it in there like that. Right, let's go again. There you go, it's coming out. I can see it. Right, let's see if I can see it on the camera there. Let's try. Right, let's go. There you go, I can see it. You can just about see it on the top there. Right, I want to try and make sure it's nice and clear. Come on. Right, come on, this. I'm trying to see it myself on the camera. I can see it myself in. There it goes. It's just coming up between the fingers. Right, let's try and get it back. Yeah, I can see it coming up between the fingers. Hopefully you can too. Yeah, you can see it up by these fingers. Some smoke. I did do it with some food colouring and it did actually change, but obviously I forgot to bring that one with me. Can you just about see it? I do have a video clip of where I've tested one. Someone else. There you go, you can see it. Just a bit of a puff by that triangle or the arrow. I can see it in person. just can't seem to get a good enough angle for the camera. I think I really need to get another camera that can zoom in. Come on. Can't seem to get it to work. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. I spread it all over the computer. I can see it coming up over my fingers towards my knuckle. I should have really got some food colouring in it. Alright. That light was too bright. Come on. Come on. Do it on camera for me so everyone can see. There you go. Look carefully, ready, and there it goes. You can just see it up the side of my finger. Coming out towards the bottom of the little dots. Oh, I just flooded it. No. No, it's still working. So yeah, it does work. Obviously it's like a white smoke, quite clear. It isn't quite powerful as it should be. So we'll sort that out. I can't reach my towels, so I'll dry that off properly. But yeah, it is definitely working. I do have a zoom up. So I wonder, let's turn that off a minute. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see if just the monitor light will show. Right. And test. I can hear it working. Oh, come on. Where is it? Don't want to throw it over everything. Come on. Let's double check that I can see it in this light. Yeah, there it is. It's going. It is going, but it's hard to get it on the camera. So you just saw that big puff of smoke come out. Let's do it this way then. It does work. There you go. If you look carefully, you should just about see it come out the bottom. But hey, it does work. I've had it working. I can see it working. I do have a video clip of it working as well. So we are good to go. I'm going to play around even more with it because I do like it. Yeah, so I can see it. But it's a shame that you can't. So what I might do, I'll probably see if I can get it in a. There you go, I can see it. Can you see it? Well, I can see it working, so that's the main thing. I will try and share that video clip as well of someone's that I tested today and had that working. Let's just put it off on here. Do both sides. Yeah, so you've got the click of the tester, but I don't know if you can actually hear the little hiss. I hope you did hear that little bit, and I will watch this video back to just double check it. But yes, it is working. And yeah, we did have a few issues with obviously the pointing probes, so I prefer to actually use a sewing needle when it comes to this sort of stuff, because you can get right in close to where you want to do and don't over touch things. So yes, that is working, and we'll just gently pull it out, because we shouldn't really leave it connected in the test, and we will take the batteries out to stop them leaking in the future or anything like that, or causing any damage. So there's the tester, there's my batteries, so they're not product placed. The smoker, let's get rid of that quickly. Oh, overreached. And the engine. So yes, there is the engine. We are done, and we can give it a little flick and it goes quite nicely if I can get a nice little run on it. But yes, now time for the book, but I'm not happy with this one here. I don't know what's going on with that one. The piston's in, obviously. It's going up and down nicely. Well, it's the top cap that's not staying together. I think I probably got it slightly wrong adjustment on it. Well, we'll soon sort something out with it. Feels like the frame's actually bent. But yeah, I'll sort something out with that. So let's quickly dry this off, just like that, and then we'll go ahead and start the book. So I'm pretty sure the book's going to say something different to how I've done it. They normally do. So we'll just put it out. So yes, the Titanic 3 over 140. So we have the cry for help. Obviously issue 4 is some of the hole. That's actually down there. Ooh, down there. Because we get 2 issues a month until until we've had 8. And then it goes weekly, so it would be up to 4. Security on the ocean lines. Another little title header. And then obviously about the boat there. Miss Rose and it's quite hard to read upside down. The peak. Alright, so we have what they call it, 3A, 3B, 3C and 3D, so that must be left. And we have 3E, 3F, 3G, 3H, so that could be right. 3I, 3J, so everything has its own one. So we have cylinder 1, which is L1, which is 3A, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4, and then we have, obviously that's left. Right is obviously this one, 3E, 3F, 3G, 3H. Wait a minute, you right? Yeah. Yeah, website changed colour. So we have a piston rods, which is 3I. So yeah, I was right there, the pistons. And we have the connecting rods, yeah, which is 3J. What is it? We have the columns port side, 3K. And then we have the stop plate upper front, 3L. That doesn't look like a stop plate. And then we have stop plate upper rear, which is, was it 3M, which is that one. Also they look like little holders. 3N is the crankshaft cog, so I was close. Then we have the stop plate lower front, which is the 3O, which is one with the end plate on the end. And then we have the rear, that's the one with the bulge in the top. And then we have obviously the columns for starboard side. Then we have the crankshaft, so yeah, obviously crankshaft, I was right on that one. The smoke generator, which we've tested. The smoke generator test unit, which is obviously the 3T. It's not just for smoke generator, it's obviously for the motors and LEDs, as it's written on it. And then we obviously got the screws. Let's see if we put it together the way that they wanted. So let's see. Come here, you. We'll put you there. Pride of everything. So yeah, we've got them right. Connect that right. So he wanted us to join them together first, put them on the crank, which we didn't do, and then fiddle around. So that's probably why it takes some people like 6 hours or so. And then you've got to flick it over, because I see people trying to push this part together, then push that part together, push that part together. That's when I walked in on Wabbit. So yeah, who was it? My friend Roy. He said a lot. He watched one person who tried helping him out and had great feedback from it. And yeah, so they got that sorted out. I actually jumped on. I've lost my cog. Where's my cog? I've lost the cog. Aha, there it is. I think I will put some glue on that. So yeah, I actually jumped onto some stream. They've already had it built together because they had that ran the wrong way because it was kept jamming up, and now it works quite freely. So yeah, let's have a quick look at that. No, that shows the bulge on the inside, so I will turn that back round. And we'll go from there. So yeah, the bulge is on the inside. Right, no worries. And then obviously we had a bit of tissue and water, because I've seen that on the Facebook page. And so yeah, so I will turn that bit around, but then again I've got to take that open and adjust this one because I'm not happy with that one. And we'll go from there. So that is the Titanic 3. So we'll stick that there, tester there. Batteries we'll put to one side, the cog we'll try and put back on. Come here, you. And this is wrong in the book, because when I had it on the other way, it just seems to jam up. I was so tight. Come on you go, come on. Okay. But having it round that way, it seems to have more freedom to move. Right. Popped out that end? Yes, popped out that end. There we go. Because it seems to move better that way, because the cog can move. But the other way it seems to be more, yeah, more fixed. So there's that. Let's see if I can reach around and grab the rest of the Titanic stuff, which I have in a box with Wabbit's Disney stuff. So let's put her Disney stuff to one side. We have part of the hull, and obviously issue 4 is connecting on, and we have issue 1. There we go, issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. So we haven't done too bad at all. I think we'll be getting some more pieces soon. I believe it's by Friday this week we'll get some more issues. So yes, I am quite far behind with the issues. That's the main reason, because we are like extra long between the actual issues. So yes, there we go. So hopefully you've enjoyed. I've got to tidy all this mess up again. I only tidied up yesterday. Yeah, we'll get rid of my leads and all that, and make sure we're hunky-dory, tidy, put things away, especially my big tester. So yes, we have the Titanic 3. We'll put these screws in the stay-bar pouch and we'll get things going. So yes, excellent. So while we are waiting, I'm going to go ahead and grab the 60-second ad break, and we'll get the links out to you very shortly. So yeah, the 60-second ad break does help out. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, hang on. I'll go. Be right back. Come on, be right back. There we go. And that's all kicking in. So 60 seconds, and now. So while that's going ahead, I can start tidying up a little bit. I've already tried looking to see if someone is actually streaming, and they're not. So it's a bit of a shame. So we'll quickly put the deck away. Oh, we're running out of time. Get the deck away. So what do you think of it? My way of building it compared to the instructions, it's already different. It's always going to be different because I look at things and I'll find the easiest way for me, and then I'll look at the instructions. So we'll I might get a little pouch for that to put in. I've got some somewhere. Let's just put that to one side a minute. Oh, Rabbit Dog's house. Put that away. One box. There we go. Good box. Yay! Right, let's open that up. Grab these little bags out. Right, so we should have. Oh, crikey, we're back already. Oh no, we're back. Right, let's grab that bag out, and we'll quickly bag up the electrics. And so, welcome back from the ad break. Thank you very much. Just gonna quickly come back to the screen so you know what I'm actually doing. I've actually boxed everything away, and I'm just going to box up or bag up this electrics to keep it virtually as dry as possible. So that one can go in there. I will dry that out and everything, because the paper towel's just up there and I can't quite reach it. So we'll put that away in the box, and we'll put the tester separately. And there we go. So we are now done for the issue 3. I'll stick that with issue 1 and 2. Yeah, next issue we should be getting, or next delivery, we should be getting the ring binder. And that, oh, this delivery we did get the tin plate, but that's right up there on the shelf. So I'll get that down for the next episode. And we'll start off with the tin plate before we go ahead and do the rest of the whole, connecting that together. So we're just going to put things away and go from there. So obviously we're not taking too much time. So yeah, AM, BM, CM. One of the other ones going to be either AM or DM. So yeah, there's the screwdriver, just there for the Titanic, and that goes in there. I did try using these screwdrivers a little bit, but yeah, there we go. So that's all that. I'll put that in the ring binder with all the other ones that I've got. So flip that over. Yes, it's contaminated. Everything else, because that's when I used to work in the workshop. It was someone dropped oil all over my workbench. But hey, that's what it is. Alright, so yes, it's going to be a big build as well, so I've got to go section all the way through the camera. So there we go. So yes, thank you very much for coming along. Oh yes, I almost forgot, I'll need to do the links again. I can't do it quietly this time because I can't quite see, because I've got the microphone in my face. Links, so there's the links. Yes, no? Yeah, there we go. So there's links. So if you haven't yet, come join us on the Discord. Read the rules, type the command, gain access, and then once you gain access, there's more commands you can type in to gain access to further into the Discord. We also have our Facebook. Come join us on the Facebook. Have a chat with us there. We'll be having a look at the Fiverr store when we do the next opening. We also have our Instagram page where we have photos up, and then behind the photos is links to all the videos. After that we have our main Twitch account where we actually stream our videos. So come watch us there. Hit the subscribe button or the follow button. Once we hit 200 members, I will spin a wheel and we'll find out who the lucky winner is of the 200. And then once we've done that, we set a new goal, and everyone from the 200 we've rolled over to the next competition, and everyone will have a chance to win a goodie. We also have our we have a Twitter account, so come join us on Twitter. Hit us up there. We also have when you do the retweets, you will get a massive shout out live on the video. So we are good to go. I'm just still trying to tidy up. Let's go. We have our main YouTube channel, which is the family friendly YouTube channel. That's the first link. And obviously on that one we are playing Minecraft, we're playing Lego Dimensions and Lego Star Wars 2. We are going to be playing a lot more other ones. We do have other Lego games that we've played. There will be other family friendly games as well. We also have a YouTube adult, which is mainly for adult content for your mums, dads, uncles, aunts, nannies, granddads, anything like that. It's there. We had the child, which is also known as Baby Yoda. We're doing the Yoda solo art builds. Obviously, we're doing this Titanic, and we are helping the Wabbit with the Disney's Doll's House. I will explain more about the Stobart build on the Stobart build because there's some news, but it's sad news. But we'll come to that when we come to it. So yes. So once again, thank you very much for coming along. It has been great. I will be trying to do some more extra streams with other stuff very soon, as the kids are now back at school after half term. So yes, thank you very much for coming along, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.